This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of Anthropologist Watches Glitter and Lasers. Woo-woo! And I have something that I have put together for you guys, and I don't know if any of you remember it because there's been a lot. Just in general, a lot has happened, all right? Girl World minorly exploded in several different pockets. Anna, not so much, but she has started a new storyline. It's way off in left field. Anna has decided that she is now a weightlifting strong woman, and okay, we'll get to it, okay? Just not in this video. But if you guys remember way back when Anna was doing her cross-country national parks tour before we knew, actually it was after we knew, but when we were still yet innocent watchers, I don't know what to call us. Anyway, back when we thought that all she was doing was going to a wellness center to go to fat camp, she put together this video of her going to various national parks throughout the US, and she just put together a bunch of clips, and then later she gave us a 19-minute video of her and John driving cross country from Texas, where she lives, all the way to North Carolina, where the wellness camp was. And I had said at the time, wouldn't it be cool if we went through and put all of the shorts and the TikToks that she put together into the various parts of the 19-minute video so that you could just kind of see the whole thing all together. And I thought that would be neat. And several of you were like, yeah, you should do that. And I was like, cool, all right, so let's do that. And I talked to my editor, and my editor was like, yeah, I would like to do that too. So here you go. It didn't take that long to do. It's just so much crap happened in the meantime. So my editor and I sat down and we put this together, and I really appreciate the help, but I like it the way it is. However, it has been recommended to me that it is not transformative enough. So I'm going to talk. But what I'm going to do for all of you who don't want to listen to me talk through it is there will be a link to a Google Drive down below. So if you guys want to just kind of see the video in its entirety without me yapping, there will be a Google Drive that you guys can go to and look at the file there. That's the best I can do for y'all. So there is that. Hopefully that's not going to get me demonetized. If it does, then I'll worry about that bridge when we cross it. Anyway, in order to put this video up on YouTube, though, let us talk about this video. I put in at the very, very beginning three groupings of clips that are not technically part of the cross-country drive, but they start off the national parks tour. And that is her going to, I'm going to totally forget where she went now. The first one is her, God damn it. All right, so she went to 3 parks before she and John started driving across country. She went to the Guadalupe National Park, she went to the Carlsbad Caverns, and then she went to White Sands. And I wanted to include those 3 national parks at the beginning before she went on the tour, because they kind of set the stage for the rest of the tour, and they get referenced kind of throughout the tours. At least Carlsbad gets referenced at least once. And I think Guadalupe is a little bit important only because that's where she picks up her national parks badge, it's a pass. Which does kind of get referenced later when her and John are driving in the car. All right, so I'm trying to tie this all together. And I feel like if we're going to be doing videos about the national parks tours, because she is still doing them, so maybe we'll get another 19-minute video of her going to the various places. So I don't know. I just kind of want everything all together is kind of where I'm going with this. So anyway, I wanted to include these. Now, for brevity, again, since we've already seen all of these, because there will be somebody, have we already watched these? Yes, you have already watched these. I'm going to be watching my own video at a minute at time and a half. So These will go by fairly quickly. Again, I will have a link in the description down below if you want to watch this video that has been clipped together. This is not Anna's video. It is a compilation of Anna's videos. But if you guys want to watch this, there will be a link down below that will take you to this video. Hopefully that's not going to be an infringement of any kind. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But we're going to have this sped up to 1.5 times. So if this goes real fast for you guys, just letting you guys know. All right, we are going to start off with Anna going to Guadalupe National Park. However, before we go, she is still an ambassador currently in these clips, timeline-wise. She is still an ambassador for Starbucks during these videos. That becomes questionable later on, but we're not there yet. And I don't think we get there during these videos, but all right. I think, oh, let me check sound real fast. All right, hopefully the sound will be somewhat balanced. If not, I'm going to hand this back off to my editor and be like, hey. All right, anyway. So, things you need to know. These 3 places that she goes to Guadalupe. She seems to go to Guadalupe first, then she goes to Carlsbad, and then she goes up to White Sands. And they all seem to kind of be in a little triangle shape, which is why I'm pretty sure they were not part of the cross country, because to get to them, she has to go west, and her and John drive east. So it would not make any sense for them to have gone west to then drive east, because this was like, these would be way off track. Does that mean they did not? No, it just would not make sense for them to have done it. And I'm pretty sure during these first 3 trips, she did not have someone else with her. I can be wrong, but I'm almost positive she does not. And that's really all I have to say about that. So, like I said, I can be wrong. She could have talked John into doing this drive with her all the way off track, going west to go east, kind of a thing. But it would be silly. Now, this is also, interestingly, these are all in New Mexico, which later, not in this video, but later, Anna will go to Taos, New Mexico, to do a high altitude climb. I want to say those are 2 different trips. That's what I want to say. I want to say these 3 trips are different than the high altitude one. I want to say that does actually occur after the wellness retreat. But I cannot be positive. All right. I don't think these 3 trips occur at the same time as the high altitude one. But will it surprise me if these 3 trips plus the Taos trip do occur in the same timeline, the same space of time? It will not surprise me if that turns out to be true. Currently, I don't think so. I think these trips happened. I got the claws of justice going on. I think these 3 trips happened. I think the trip to to North Carolina happened to go to the wellness retreat. I think she came home for the Nando's fundraiser thing back in Texas. I think she then something, and then went to Taos to go hang out with her godchildren, and then did the altitude hike while she was there. So that is all. I think that is a separate trip than this. All right. So I just want to lay that out there, because Taos is in New Mexico. She is in New Mexico for these 3 parks. All right. So, all right. Now, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Remember, she is sped up. So also it's going to kind of help with the copyright thing and all of her stupid music that she puts in here. I don't know why she keeps doing that. The only thing it does is people complain about how loud the music is. That's all it really does. It doesn't really stop people from reacting to her. So whatever. All right, let's go.
I'm so excited because it's my first road trip of the summer. And since I'm partnered with Starbucks, I'm kicking off the trip right with an iced horchata, oat milk shake, and espresso.
Because God forbid we go hiking without drinking a whole bunch of sugar and caffeine. But to be fair, this one she's driving.
I I love the warmth of the cinnamon in this drink, and honestly, I needed the caffeine because I had a long, long, long way to drive.
Interestingly, I don't know what this has to do with anything, and I don't know if we ever got any explanation for what the hell this was. I really don't. I don't remember seeing this. Oh, this is one of her post-surgery. I don't remember this post-surgery. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, clearly, but I don't remember whatever the hell this was. Oh, that shirt. There's 2 of those shirts. I learned that last time I reacted to that.
My goals post-surgery is to visit all of the national parks, and I'm hoping to cross 3 off of my list with this trip. And while it might seem like a long way to drive, I'm committed to...
She's got that pink backpack, though. I mean, she had lots. I mean, I only have one backpack, too. I'm not convinced that she did the high altitude hike while she was doing these other 3 parks. Okay? I'm not convinced of it. Like, there's a part of me that suspects that she did do the high altitude hike while she was doing these, which would mean she did the high altitude hike before she went to the wellness center. There's a part of me that thinks that, but I can't prove it, right? It's just a thought that I have, but it wouldn't make sense, right? But Anna loves to confuse her own timeline for reasons, so I don't know.
Spicing up my summer. Get it? Like the drink. When I get there, I forget about the drive. I see mountains like these, and it's totally worth it. You ready, Dana? Let's go! Today, we are driving to pick up something really important, and we've got to get it at Guadalupe Mountain National Park. We're about to go in the visitor center, which I'm actually very excited about because I get to buy my pass for the national parks this year. And since that's a big goal, I don't know, it's just kind of fun to start it.
Here's one thing. Okay, she's still hiking in sneakers. I think those are sneakers. Anyway, I have shirts from Duluth, Duluth Trading Company they're called Made in Jade. I don't know how they do it, but supposedly they infuse the fibers with jade technology, which like jade, like the rock. Anyway, I was gonna do the rocks thing, but I can't. Never mind. I don't know what that was. Anyway, my point is, so like if you sweat and then the wind blows on you, the shirt feels like AC. It's really cool. The shirt is nice and cold, so it's really nice. And then it also has like built-in SPF because fabric. Anyway, I wore those every day when I worked. Like I have 5 of them, I think, so I could rotate throughout the week. And also Duluth stuff. It's expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's very expensive, and it was late in my career when I was able to start affording that stuff. So, you know, whatever. I wore that because it was so effing hot in the summer when I would work. Like it was just hot. And so, but I wanted long sleeves when I worked. They're all long sleeve shirts. I wanted long sleeves because it was just safer to work in long sleeves for a number of reasons. I've never heard her talk about if she's wearing like a cooling technology for her shirts. And I know she's wearing compression. I just cannot imagine how fucking miserably hot she must be. Because I know how hot I was when I was working with clothing that was designed to keep me cool. And there's a difference. There's a big difference between wicking fabric, which the Made in Jade fabric is also wicking fabric. And wicking fabric basically just like takes the sweat and distributes it throughout the fabric so it doesn't just like gather in one spot. You know how when you sweat into a normal shirt, you have like a sweat spot right where you sweat the most? Or like Anna, when she takes her backpack off and she's got like that perfect outline of her backpack because that's where the sweat gathers. Wicking fabric, for the most part, tries to redistribute the water across the fabric, and it helps the sweat evaporate, and it helps keep you cool for the most part, but it's not the same thing, right? It's not the same thing as the Made in Jade, and there's like other things that do a similar, there's other technologies in fabric that do a similar thing, right? I just happen to buy the Duluth stuff. She's never talked about if that's what she's wearing, and I'm just so damn curious because like she wears such dark colors in the long sleeve while she's out in New Mexico. hiking in summer, even if it's spring, it's still like, it's gotta be hot, man. I just can't, like, I cannot imagine how, and she's a sweater. Like, she sweats. She always has. She's admitted it more than once. Like, she's always been a schmitty girl, right? So she's just gotta be fucking miserable. Anyway, this is not YouTube. There we go.
This thing is a steal. It's only $80 and you get access to every national park, which is honestly too cheap. Too cheap. But I'm excited to start, accomplishing the goals I've set for myself post surgery. So let's do it. I was so proud of my little pass and all she represents in my personal journey that I immediately took a photo, put her in my car.
I don't know why, but every time I see this little picture of the bird here, I think it's some kind of shrimp. It's not. It's a bird of some variety, but I don't know why. But every time I see that picture, it, like, my brain translates it as, like, what are those, rainbow shrimp or something like that?
And then since we were at the park, I was like, Data, let's go for a little walk. So we did the dog-friendly trails there, which were about 2 miles. I actually had a lot of energy left, and I ended up going in the afternoon to the Living Desert Zoo in Garden State Park, where I did another 1.5 miles.
Okay.
I did 2 walks, kind of hikes today. I also lifted weights.
See, okay. She's wearing her whale pajamas. She says, I did the 2 hikes. I also lifted weights. How long has she been doing the weightlifting? Now, don't get me wrong. Anna thinks, for a while, Anna has thought that she's been lifting weights. All right. And I've made fun of her for it. Don't get me wrong. But now that we have some context here, how long has she been? And here's the thing. Anna's just now putting out content of her working with this strongman trainer, the strongman coach, right? How long has she been working with him? Because Anna only puts shit out after the fact, right? She's not real time working with, well, she might still be working with this guy, but she's not real time just now working with him. So the timeline, man, it's wibbly wobbly. So she says here she took 2 hikes and lifted weights. Maybe she did do the high altitude hike during these 3, right? Maybe. We may have to come back and revisit all this stuff again, guys.
Who is she? How am I alive?
Oh, wow. Today, we're at Carlsbad Caverns.
This is the largest
Yay.
limestone chamber in North America, and it's often regarded as one of the most accessible and best preserved cave complexes in the world. And honestly, everywhere you look is simply stunning. Like, it is a literal eye candy no matter where you look. It is like nature's jewelry. You also can go to the bathroom in a cave, which is a cool bonus that I did not expect.
Okay.
The wildest thing about the caverns is that we are still discovering all of their surprises. In fact, the last major discovery was made just in 2018.
We don't know what that is. Anna doesn't fill us in on that one.
There's something about knowing that this place that I'm in still has secrets that is really exciting. And
But you don't get to know. We don't have time to explain those.
this isn't the only cave in the park. Overall, it has 119 different caves. When we finished in the caves, I actually went to the gift shop to try to find something to keep track of my progress as I check off the different parks. And I found this really cool water bottle, and I felt it was the perfect souvenir, and I can stay hydrated. We're up early because we're headed to our next national park. You ready to go? Before I even tell you about this park, guys, the drive there was stunning.
I guess. Here's the thing. If you think this kind of scenery is gorgeous, cool. I don't particularly, but I drive through East Coast mountains, and that's gorgeous. That's my thing.
Today, we're at White Sands National Park.
This park is one of the most dog-friendly national parks out there, and you can even get your dog certified as a national bark ranger.
Okay, see, that's cute. That's cute.
So of course, Data needed to be one. You an official
Can I get my cat registered? Can he be a national meow ranger? That doesn't work as easy. That doesn't work as much.
ranger now, Data? Yeah. Another thing that makes this park super dog-friendly is that the sand somehow stays cool all year round, so you don't have to worry about their paws getting too hot.
It is freaking beautiful here.
There was a lot of not quite accurate information there about the dog part. We went over it the first time we covered this. I don't necessarily know if we need to go over it again. So if you are a dog owner, you probably know if you're in the White Sands area.
This is gorgeous.
I remember being told that the sands were white because of missile testing. And while the park is surrounded by a missile range,
This is
the
true.
real reason the dunes are white is because they are made of gypsum.
Also
and
true.
White Sands is actually the largest collection of gypsum dunes in the world.
True.
Data and I had a great time at this park.
I think.
And as always, remember to hydrate.
I gave her props for that little bit of information because, like, Anna usually does not. Anna's extent of information about things are, it's old. Thanks, Anna. So the fact that she went to that much trouble to explain to us that White Sands is not because of the missile testing and it's gypsum, and like the fact that she took the time to read the entry page for the national parks and then regurgitate it to us, I was impressed. Here's something that I noticed about this clip though when I was recording it. This is a reflection. I'm 90% sure. 90% sure she's recording from inside of her car. So she's got her camera set up inside the car because I'm pretty sure this is the reflection of the windshield from inside the car. Not that it matters. I just didn't catch it until like the 19th time I've watched this stupid video. But she's set, which means her car is here. That she's recording from inside her car. So as we watch her run up this little dune, this is the parking lot. I think you guys can. Yeah, this is the parking lot where her leg is, where the cutoff of her short is. So it's not like she hiked all the way out to this stupid thing to run up it. She just ran up it from the parking lot. So, and this is the infamous like sped up 19 bajillion times so that she can look like she got up the hill in 30 seconds. And I don't care. I just don't understand it.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there.
So the other interesting thing about that is on the Reddit, which I should say I got a lot of these clips off of the Reddit. Somebody has a wide shot of, it doesn't have Anna in it. It's just a wide shot of the area that Anna was in. It shows the larger dune that she was just going up. And what I thought was really cool about the shot, other than there's like a bajillion people on it, people are sledding on it. Like, so they're sledding down the dune, kind of like a snow hill. I just thought that was kind of fun. I just thought that was kind of neat. I'm like, I mean, makes sense. Why wouldn't you? But I was just kind of like, I would not have thought to do that until I saw all these people with like their little like inflatable sleds and shit, and they're sliding down into the parking lot. I'm like, smart. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that because I thought it was an interesting little tidbit. From here on out, we are in the 19-minute video, 19 give or take minute video that Anna put together of her and John driving across country. Now she, in the shorts that she puts out that are at the same time as this video, she doesn't mention, she actually goes out of her way to make it seem like she's traveling by herself. It's only until this video comes out that she admits that she's traveling with somebody. Now, everybody pretty much guessed that she was traveling with somebody, and nearly everyone guessed that she was traveling with John. There's just a couple of her shorts that make it very obvious that she has someone with her, and the only person that travels with her usually is John. So there you have it. It was kind of like a no-brainer. But it's not until she puts this docu video out of hers that she even acknowledges that John's there. I don't know why John works for her, to be perfectly honest with you. But anyway, so from this point forward, this is Anna's video, and my editor and I have cut in the shorts and the TikToks that Anna put out as they are chronological. Now, I am 80% sure, I'm actually 90% sure, I have all of these in order. I put all of these in order, all right? And there's some interesting things about some of the videos as I've put them in order. And I want to talk about some of those as we go. Because Anna, again, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, she likes to reuse old clips as if they are current clips. And I'll kind of point those out as we go, because while I was putting this together, Anna released her little dancing in the rain. You know, it starts to rain while you're hiking and you dance in the rain. She actually released that like a few days ago while I was putting this together. And I was like, wait a minute, that's from your hike in the video where you talk about it started to rain when you got back into the car. So she's still using footage from this time period, her drive across country to get to the wellness center. She's still using footage from that as TikToks today. Like, I'm sure, you know, a few days from now, she's probably still going to be releasing footage of her hikes from this time period. And this time period's like, what, at this point, few months now? 2 months old now? So, like, this shit was July? Before July 4th? So, what happened? What's the month before? June, July? June? So, you know.
I don't run right now. Oh god, this is a tiny staircase. I don't recall this, but I'm excited to see what happens. I'm basically...
Okay, so, I don't know how many of you guys remember. Anna put a video out where she was doing a grip strength test. She does it completely wrong. And she basically compares herself to, like, pro athletes with her grip strength because she does it wrong. And so she gets an improper reading. And she basically, like, goes, oh, yeah, I'm so strong because I'm putting on compression all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure putting on compression is a bit of a trick. Many of you have told me that it's hard to put actual real compression on because it's compression. You're stuffing yourself into, like, compression. So I get that part. And she's probably not wrong that has probably strengthened her grip strength, but she does this wrong. I've watched 2 videos now that people have sent to me, or I watched 2 videos around this time that people sent to me showing me how to do it correctly. So if I ever have to go do a grip strength test, I now know how to do it. What I thought was interesting about this, though, she did this video right before she left for this trip. So this video went out, or at least this test that she does right here in her kitchen with this grip strengther, this gripper strengthener tester, she did right before her and John got in the car to leave.
Like an Olympic athlete?
Yeah, she wishes she was an Olympic athlete so goddamn
put in
bad.
some information about your age and your gender, and then you grip the handle for an output and how much you grip in pounds. Now, for a little bit of context, here's a video of some professional tennis players and what their grip strength was. In general, a female professional athlete will have a grip
Now, to be fair, some of these women are actually doing it incorrectly themselves, so
strength between 80 to 110 pounds. So now, let's test my grip strength.
okay, that is absolutely not even close. Not only is this not close to the right way to do it, this is literally one of the ways the guy was explaining how not to do it. This is exactly not the way to do it. Not even close. He was like, don't do it this way. So this is not only not the way to do it, but you are told not to do it this way. Just letting you know.
109.2
And it's probably not supposed to do this because, like, you're going to get a false reading.
pounds.
So here's the thing, like, maybe Anna does have really good grip strength. We don't know because she didn't do the test right. So I'd like to see her do it correctly because maybe she does really have really good grip strength. We don't know because she didn't do the test right. Maybe your grip strength's even better if you do the test right.
I'm doing it again because I just, like, don't believe it.
And you still do it wrong. There we go. Ah, man. There you go, Lindsay. There's a keeper.
104.
She's so damn proud of herself, too. You did it wrong. Like, you did it wrong. You did it the exact way they say not to do it.
Guess I'm just really good at gripping things.
Uh-huh.
Apparently putting on compression
Oh, here we
has
go.
really done wonders for my grip strength. So I guess I have that to thank lipedema for.
Now, you had to keep... blah, blah, blah. I compared the outfit, the earrings, the hair, and the makeup to her outfit in the car. Yay, Tejas.
We are driving,
There we go. There's our girl.
and we're just about to pass Texarkana. And if you didn't know this, it's called Texarkana because it's right where Texas, Kansas, and Arkansas.
It's Louisiana. She gets it wrong. She says Kansas in nowhere to that. I was very tired, and tired when she put that in there too.
All connect. So they named the city Texarkana, Texas, Arkansas, Kansas.
There's actually 2 Texarkanas, apparently. I had to look this up because I was trying to figure out what was going on. There's 2 Texarkanas. They're on the border of each other. One's in one state, one's in the other. But they're basically like the same city. When you say Texarkana, you're referring to both of them, apparently. So, I don't know. Wikipedia. That's my source, Wikipedia. Poor John. John must have the patience of Job. Like, seriously, the man must be, like, primed for sainthood, is all I have to say about that.
The fact that we have driven 7 hours is hidden. It's hidden hard.
What is this? What she got there? Is that like her phone or something? I don't know. I'm just nosy. Just nosy.
We will hopefully get there with a lovely sunset. So what a great way to be welcomed to the Hot Springs area, because that's where we're headed. It's to a national park. I have my pass in here somewhere. Boom. Passed up.
And that was kind of why I wanted to get those first 3 videos in here, just because they are referenced-ish throughout these videos. Also, they're kind of the start of the national park arc, so.
And we're gonna it's such a mess. But yeah, we'll. You know what? I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow because I'm too tired to go. No, let's see where we go to dinner. I don't know. Maybe I'll be here in a bit. Maybe I won't. We'll just have to wait and find out. Hello, good morning. We're on our way to the first stop, which is actually not a national park. It is called Garvan Woodland Park, I believe. I might have gotten the name wrong.
You'll arrive at your destination.
It's
The dog does ride in the back. So, okay.
Garvan Woodland Gardens. The GPS just told me, but it has.
I have already reacted to this, so I'm trying to find new things to react to about it. I would like to know, what the hell is it in the back seat that is so flippin' bright that it is reflecting against the back of the car? Do they have something back there for data that he's clearly not using? Or is it like, does she have some clothing or something back there? Because we know she likes those kind of colors, like that pink and that orange color. And I'm just like, are your clothes that flippin' bright that they are like reflecting into the back of the car?
It's a lot of really cool architecture and like outdoor design, and it's kind of a place that I would just feel really sad if we didn't visit while we were here. So we made it to the park and we were greeted by a very sassy peacock.
I love this peacock. I love this peacock so much. I cannot tell you how much. So the zoo here in Philly, look, this is what you get. It's transformative, okay? The zoo here in Philly, the downtown zoo, is I think the oldest zoo in America. I'm sure if you ask Philly, it is. That's like Philly shtick. They have the oldest everything. Anyway, they have peacocks that just kind of wander around. And there's this one male peacock. And he just like walks just fast enough or just slow enough that he'll let you like just almost touch him. And he does it on purpose. And honestly, that's kind of one of the coolest things about the park, the zoo here. That and the turtles. Someday I will actually get there and like take pictures of the turtles because there's 4 baby turtles now and they're named after the Golden Girls. And I keep promising you guys that I'm going to go get footage of that and I keep not doing it. So
A gorgeous one.
he's cool.
But very sassy. So the first place we're walking.
See, he'd only be sassy if he was like screaming at you. Honestly, it looked like he was just trying to show off. There must be a peahen somewhere around there.
Is Northern Chapel, and it's probably like the coolest thing in this like little park.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I do like this dress though, I'm not gonna lie. I do also wonder why she doesn't wear that beige or skin colored compression more. Because I know she has it, but she really wears the crap out of the black one. But she has that beige color. It's pretty flesh colored and like it would just fit a lot more of her stuff, and I don't understand why she doesn't wear it more. right, so this is the Anthony Chapel. I guess I could look something up about the Anthony Chapel. All right, so this is the Garvan Woods Gardens website. This is the Anthony Chapel part. It's really pretty. Apparently you can actually have weddings here. So whether you have your heart set on an elegant wedding in our stunning chapel with a vaulted glass ceiling. Oh, there's a glass ceiling. Huh. I thought it was just open. That reaches to the sky, or an intimate romantic outdoor ceremony in our lush gardens, you will find the perfect setting at our Garvan Woodlands Gardens. Apparently this is part of the hot springs, the Garvan Woodland Gardens. So, excuse me. So this is actually part of the hot springs area. I was kind of hoping to find out a little bit more about the chapel, like why. So apparently I thought this was all open. This is all glass, which I thought it was just kind of open to the elements. But no, it's glass. So there you go. I was hoping for like some why, who's Anthony, whatever. Why did he build it? Anything else about it? Guess not. Oh well. I don't care enough anymore. Alright. Don't care. Back to this.
This is inside the Anthony Chapel, and it is absolutely stunning. Like, this
Why
is
would you pick this song?
ridiculous. I think the ceiling
I
is
don't
the coolest part.
understand.
Like, look at that design.
Oh my god.
I know, I took a little bit of a journey there, but
To be honest.
kind of blown away.
Hi, John.
I was just spinning in a circle for a video for the TikTok, so.
The TikToks.
Let it roll.
This is the TikTok. I really hope that speeding this up, like, doesn't get caught by the, because like the music. I'm sorry. Can we? I wish I could put like a little puff of smoke behind her when she runs up. Anyway.
The Anthony Chapel, which is like right here, and now we're gonna go up to this, like, I think like the kids area. Oh no, back in here. It's a little bit of a hike, so we're gonna go back in here to see the Treehouse, which is another super cool architectural thing that exists in this park. And we're running a little behind schedule, but I don't care. We're gonna go see it. Probably will not be in Arkansas again soon. So when you're here, you gotta do it.
Arkansas. I'm sorry, I don't care.
This looks
Sorry,
pretty
not
unassuming
sorry.
from far away. It looks like some beams, but the real treat about this is actually when you get inside. Let me show you what I mean. Isn't that wild? Here's the cool thing about this that it's kind of inspiring me with today. Sometimes we just need a change in perception to realize how amazing something is.
Okay.
So sometimes things happen in our life that are frustrating or don't make sense, but when we change our perception, we realize they're what we needed all along. And that
Was a hairbrush?
is what I'm taking from this beautiful work of art. Honestly, this place is incredibly inspiring.
Okay. I was like, who just parks their bike like that? But they're actually plant stands. My bad. We have a yeah. I had words until I started using Morris Garden Arboretum. There we go. Anyway, the point is they have those bridge trails that kind of go through the wooded area like that. They're really pretty. We don't have that.
We're in Hot Springs. We're about to be in Hot Springs, and I am not looking forward to the heat.
I really liked this dress too on her.
A baby about it, but this is.
She just whines. Since this has gone out, I've watched Milk Tea Reacts react to this, who is not a normal Anna reactor. And who else did I watch? Was it Rachel? Did Rachel react to this? Someone else who is not a typical Anna reactor react to this. And both of them were just like, Jesus God, all she does is bitch. And I was like, yeah, look, I'm enjoying watching some of my like comfort reactors react to Anna and just kind of like be introduced to the world of glitter and lasers. Not because she's like particularly like problematic like Amber or anything like that, but just becoming like aware of like Anna. It's just like, is she always this whiny? Yes, she is always this whiny. And I just really enjoyed it. I was just like, yes, I know. I think it was Milk Tea was just like, she is insufferable. And I was like, yeah, that's our Anna. Anyway.
The point of this road trip, which is to get me out and about and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't be here and not do it.
Right?
See, it like puts that little pressure on you. If I was at home, I'd just be like, it's too hot, stay inside. But no, I'm in Arkansas, so I'm gonna go see the hot springs.
That's not a hot spring. That is a town. That is a bike crossing. That is also a town. I'm very confused because, like, she was showing some of the hot springs and some of the town around the hot springs? Question mark?
This trip did not go as expected. Hot Springs National Park might be the weirdest national park, and that's because the majority of the park is in a series of bathhouses. Like, this is the Lamar bathhouse. How cool is that tile? And it sells completely normal national park merchandise, like bathrobes and soaps. There's even a bathtub you can get in and take a picture, which, of course, when in Arkansas, I had to do. That was really hot. We walked down a little further, and supposedly you should be able to touch the stream without, burning.
She's in a place called Hot Springs. Just want to remind you, though, like, it's Hot Springs. Hot. It's spelled out for you in letters.
In your hand, like I did on the last one.
Yay, water.
Oh, no. There are two things you're supposed to do.
How hot is it? Like, I'm very temper sensitive. Temperature, that too. Sensitive, okay? So I'm like, how hot is it? Because most people can tolerate hot, well, much better than I can, right? I am very heat sensitive, like, when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, how hot is it that she's just like, because, like, if I even, like, get near it, am I going to melt? Because I'm very heat sensitive. So I'm just kind of like, how bad is it? Jesus. Oh, is it Control P to play? Because that makes, oh yeah, actually that does kind of make sense.
In Hot Springs, Arkansas, go to a bathhouse and go to Superior Brewing and try beer that's been brewed with spring water.
Do they have things brewed that isn't alcoholic? Because I don't really drink, like, ever. So, but I would like to try something brewed with Hot Springs water. Just, I don't know, to try it.
Did we do either of them? No, because of poor planning. Superior Baths Brewery was closed.
So, leading up to this point, this is kind of one of the reasons that watching all of these in order is kind of interesting. She was kvetching leading up to this point about running out of time. Let me see if I can back it up. What are we at? 11:21. So, before they even got to the Woodland stuff, she was complaining here about getting into Arkansas by sunset because they were going to go to the hot springs. And she was already complaining about being behind schedule, right? This is the day before. So she was already complaining about being behind schedule the day before they get in, right? Or were we 11 something? I don't remember exactly. So by the time she gets to the actual hot springs, now it's clear. So before they even get to the hot springs, she decides that she's going to go to the Woodland thing, which was beautiful. I don't blame her. But instead of, like, looking at things and checking times and making sure that she has time to do all of this stuff, she just, like, deviates off the trail or whatever and decides that she wants to go to the forest area first. And I'm just like, why didn't you, like, check your times? Because you probably had time to do both of these if you had just planned your time better. Like, you probably had time to come here and do the bathhouse stuff like you wanted to do, and then go and do the Woodland stuff, because the Woodland stuff doesn't really look like it was time sensitive, right? It looked like it was kind of like a nature trail kind of thing. You could just kind of wander around it during open hours and kind of go at your own pace. This stuff is like a business. There's businesses here. So they're going to be open when they're open and closed when they're not. Unless it's something like, you know, they're not open on Tuesdays because that happens to be the day that they're just closed. Some businesses are like that, and you rolled in on a Tuesday, right? But even then, planning, just plan it better. I don't know. It's just she is so bad at this, and I can't tell if it's intentional or not. Like, sometimes I'm just like, are you this bad because you're doing it on purpose? So it's just strange to me. All right, we were at 11 something.
I did on the last one.
Okay, yeah, we're here.
Oh, no. There are 2 things you're supposed to do
no.
in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Go to a bathhouse and go to Superior Brewing and try beer that's been brewed with spring water. Did we do either of them? No, because of poor planning. Superior Baths Brewery was closed. And we simply just did not have time to go to a bathhouse. We found pizza and a patio, so everything's okay.
You didn't have time to go to a bathhouse, but you did have time to go to a restaurant, sit down, and eat pizza. I think you had time to go to a bathhouse, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I finished my... Yeah.
This is supposed to have magical healing properties, and what a way to leave Arkansas.
Yeah. I have magical healing water. No, I don't. I have water from the Temperance statue in New York. The Temperance fountain in New York. And from Tompkins Square. Somewhere around here. I was going to reach for it, but I don't remember where I put it. All right.
Today we are driving 7 hours again, this time to Kentucky, to see Mammoth Caves. And we were listening to a really cool podcast called The Kill List, which is pretty grim now that I think about it, but it's about a guy who goes on the dark web and finds...
The dark web. I haven't started listening to this. I know when I reacted to this the first time, I was like, ooh, The Kill List. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, this sounds neat. I haven't started listening to it. I know. There's just... Guys, I'm busy. I'm busy reacting to Girl World, which I need to quit doing.
A list of...
Being busy reacting to Girl World. How many times did you change your outfit today? And why are you wearing a sweatshirt? Do you not have body temperature anymore? Look, this is the bag with her clothes in it. I don't know, man.
People who are trying to kill people. And then he has to figure out what to do with that information. So it's really interesting. It's
Go to the cops?
helping us make the best of this 7-hour drive. And I just gave up. He's just on my lap. I gave up. I'm so tired, I wanna be done, but we have to.
What is this back here? What is this? What is it? What's in the bag?
And I'm losing my mind.
Good God. Can you imagine being John having to put up with that? It's like having a toddler in the car, kicking the back of your seat the whole time. Oh my God. Just duct tape and twine. Ah, yeah. Road construction.
It's 10 o'clock. We just got to the hotel. I am exhausted. I'm so tired. I am all dressed and ready for bed already. And I plan to just pass out because tomorrow I committed to a hike that has 500 stairs. So we're a freaking shit show. That's the easiest way to put it.
I've been to Mammoth Cave. I don't know. For whatever reason, I took personal umbrage to this one. I don't know. It's not like I'm not from Kentucky. I don't know why this one made me mad.
We put in the GPS, Mammoth Cave National Park. And in most cases, going to a national park, if you put that in your GPS, it'll work. But not for Mammoth Cave because it's so freaking huge that actually you have to put in Mammoth Cave Visitor Center. So we just drove to the wrong place. And now we're going to the Visitor Center and it's 15 minutes away and we probably aren't going to make our tour. And since it's summer, tours are sold out. So hopefully something works out. We just heard the final call. We are trying really hard to get there.
This makes it even... Since she is sped up to time and a half, that made that even more fun.
I'm running again. I don't run. Right.
You do not run. No, we have had that verified for us by Run Lab that you do not run. Yes, we know.
Oh God. Oh my God. Okay. Time to shoot really quickly.
You must not be in that big of a rush.
I can't believe we made this. I ran to get here.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I haven't done that in a while.
Amberlynn runs.
So
Actually, no, she doesn't. She shuffles quickly.
I'm still capable though, which is good.
I've already had my meltdown about this. I'm not having my meltdown again. It's fine. We know how I feel about this. We know how you know who you are.
We're in the cave. Well, on our way into the cave.
Why did she pick whatever the hell this annoying sound is for this video? Like, where in her head or John's head was it like, this is the noise we should have?
Oh God, this is a tiny staircase. So help me God.
She's just like bouncing off the walls and shit.
That was cold. I really am the slowest person here. I'm so sorry, people. I'm just in a very tiny space. That was tight. That was really tight.
Was it tight? Was it a tiny space? Did you not fit?
I signed up to do this. I'm gonna do it. It is what it is. You know? Great place for an elevator, like right there.
Yes, we should just blast a hole into the cave so that we can put an elevator in there for you. Is it in this or in the short where John asks her, was Carlsbad like this? And she goes, no. So that's another reason why I don't think John was with her during the first 3 trips, because he would have known. The most annoying song ever. It's like, you want to hear the most annoying sound ever? God bless that movie.
So, there's an optional part. We decided I've already done so many steps. I'm doing it.
We decided?
Big person in the tiny streets and it's hard.
We're at Mammoth Cave National Park.
Smile. I'm like, not gonna get stuck. This is really tight. I'm not gonna lie.
Is this how the caverns were in New Mexico?
No,
Yeah, there we go. This is how the caverns were in New Mexico.
absolutely not. Is this what hell looks like? What did I get myself into?
See why? You have
Oh
to
my
be,
God.
you have to be
The
like
ass is almost too fat.
She can't even let John say anything because, like, she's so busy bitching.
I'm too tall. I'm too fat. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, so that's something interesting. I was watching Lindsay react to... God damn, that was funny. I was watching Lindsay react to Anna's most recent fashion haul, which was Western-ish themed if you squint and look at it sideways.
We're doing it. We're doing it. There's so many. It's just so tiny. Guess what, guys? More sets.
You knew... Okay, look. So, according to the car ride, going into this, okay, the night before, you said you committed to a hike that had some 100 numbers of steps, right? You knew going into this that there were a million steps, right? And so why are you bitching about it? You already knew this was going to happen. So here's my thing. This thought that I'm just now having. Is this performative? Are you bitching? Are you bitching because you're bitching, or are you bitching because this is performative and you think it's funny? This is a Midwestern thing. Like, sometimes Midwesterners, we just bitch. We're not happy unless we're bitching. Is that what this is? Or are we complaining because we think it's funny? Because sometimes we do. And that's what's really happening. And it just doesn't land, because it really doesn't land outside the Midwest. I've learned that the hard way. So, like, is that what's happening here? But, like... Or are you complaining because, like, you just didn't understand what 500 steps meant? Like, not steps, like steps meant. Like, is that what's occurring here? And this is also the same person who wants us to believe later on that she goes on a 10-mile hike. And she does. I don't disbelieve that she does. I don't disbelieve that she took the 10-mile hike. I just don't believe that it was as hunky-dory as she wants us to believe that it was, especially since I watch her take this hike, and clearly something is not right with her as she gets further along in this hike. Like, she's not okay. She's not okay during that hike, right? So it's just, I don't know. I have a lot of questions, I guess, is where I'm going with this. But the number one question is, you knew ahead of time that you were taking this particular hike, this particular cave tour, and that this cave tour had 1 million steps. I'm exaggerating, but you get my point. And yet, during this TikTok, and this is real time of the hike, the real time, the tour, you're just doing nothing but bitching to the camera. And then you put it on the internet. And then you're like, why is everybody so negative? Dude, all you did was bitch.
You bitched getting there. You bitched while you were there. You bitched afterwards. Like, nothing is good enough. And you barely showed anything of the actual cave. You're in Mammoth Cave. One of the caves of Mammoth Cave. Like, there are many. This place is gorgeous. Okay, this place is amazing. It's kind of like the Carlsbad thing. Like, you barely showed Carlsbad. The caves are amazing to be inside. And yet, what do we see? Anna crip walking through this fucking cage. Yeah, that's what I came here to see.
Only to walk through the cave. I just hiked 700 steps.
Am I allowed to say crip walk? Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. I don't mean to say that.
I thought we were doing 500 steps. We did 700 steps. And you know what? I'm so freaking proud of myself. I'm also glad we showed up late because I might have bailed.
I just realized that
I really like this green outfit. I like this outfit on her, actually.
we spent the last 24 hours in Lexington, not 24 hours, maybe like 12 hours in Lexington, Kentucky, but I didn't tell you guys anything. Basically, we went to a hotel, we had dinner, and then this morning we shot a really cool like little short. So you can go check that out, but that is literally all we have from Lexington because we forgot to film.
I booked this trip because I felt weird on a Wednesday. Lexington sounded like a place that might fix that, or at least distract me.
So she filmed this, her and John filmed this, and Anna tried to do it in a way that made it look like she was here by herself. And when she posted it, she got a lot of questions about, you're not here by yourself. It's very clear from the angles of the cameras at certain points that you are not there by yourself. And I think, is this the one where there's a reflection of John in her glasses or something? Anyway, she just got a lot of questions about this one. And she had to come back and kind of explain it to us. And I just thought that was kind of funny. Because in the 19-minute video, she clearly says, John and I made this video, and it's just kind of a cutesy little artsy video. So why didn't you mention that when you posted it? The 19-minute video is happening in the same time space as the recording of this video, right? But this video got posted... God damn it. This video got posted after you said, John and I made this cute little artsy video. So, like, you've already admitted to the camera that you and John made the video. You just hadn't put the 19-minute video out yet. But you did post the short. So you had intended to admit that you and John put together this video. So why didn't you just say it in the first place?
Traveling alone can be very strange. You just get so aware of yourself. Like, why am I always humming? And do I always look like that in the mirror? Listen, I didn't do much. I walked around, took photos of some things that no one else really seemed to notice, like the plants or an interesting tea set, and myself.
And you just kind of ignored the entirety of Lexington, Kentucky.
Occasionally. I wouldn't call it a revelation, but something in me did shift. It was
That angle.
just enough to feel like less of a stranger in my own body. And
Okay.
anyways, Lexington was fine, but I think I'm leaving it better.
Ah, God.
Try to stick this on here.
Uh-huh.
So we're at a gas station right now. And the reason we're at a gas station is because I pet a dog. When we were filming in Lexington, I started having an allergic reaction. So I had to change. So this is a t-shirt I literally just got at Mammoth Caves.
Okay.
A pair of shorts I found in my
You have shorts on? If you say so.
car. And now we're going to continue the drive, hopefully without me having my eyes swell up or my face get covered in a rash or whatever delightful other thing would have come from this allergic reaction. I hope we caught it early enough, but we'll see.
Okay, now, I feel like there was a clip or something where she was petting a dog or a woman with dogs. Hang on. All right, so I feel like there was a clip or something that I may have missed of her in Lexington, and there was a woman walking dogs with a carrier, like a little pet stroller, and maybe I'm fever dreaming it, or maybe it was somewhere else. But either way, I feel like there was a clip of that, and I missed it. So there may have been another clip of her in Lexington that I've missed, and if there is, I apologize. But the dog thing, I feel like there's a clip of her petting the dogs. And she's actually holding the dog, because they're small dogs, and she's actually holding one of the dogs. I feel like they might actually be pugs. Anyway, my point is, if I don't have that one in here, I apologize. I feel like I remember it, but I couldn't find it. So I apologize. But anyway.
Really swollen, and I haven't been this swollen since surgery. My legs are even more swollen, so I am gonna go back to my hotel room and change a lot of our plans. I'm frustrated. I feel perfectly fine, but I know that if I let this swelling continue and don't take care of it, it's gonna be a much bigger problem. So
I think when I reacted to this video the first time, I made several comments about, why aren't you doing any of the preventative care for the lipedema that you should have been doing before you even got the surgery? Why are you not continuing to do that treatment? The wrapping of the legs and the lymphatic massage. And I feel like other than wearing compression, she just stopped doing all of the other treatments that she should have been doing anyway. And she was never doing to begin with, right? So she's not doing the leg wraps anymore to help with the fluid retention in her legs, clearly, because she's got the one wonky leg now. And she's not doing lymphatic massage. She's not doing she's not using her little leg, her really expensive leg squeezy things that she flirted with that guy, that really awkwardly flirted with that guy to get fitted for. She's not doing any of that anymore. The only thing she seems to be doing is wearing compression. And why? Wouldn't this be the time to tell us that I'm going to go back to my room and do self-care or do my lymphatic massage or things like that? She just doesn't. The reason why no one believes that she does any of this stuff is because she doesn't mention it. And normally when people have this kind of routine, they have this kind of stuff as part of their routine, especially when they're hashtag lymphedema warrior, they talk about it. It's just something that they mention. Oh my God, my legs are so swollen. I'm going to go back to my room and use my leg pumps for a while because it's part of your routine. It's part of your day to day, right? So it's just what you would do. So you would mention it, not just, I'm going to go back to my room and change all of our plans because I just know that the swelling is just going to keep getting worse. Well, yeah. So what are you doing to prevent it? How are you mitigating the swelling? Part of being hashtag lymphedema warrior is reminding us how to take care of it for the day to day. Some of your other hashtag ALT ambassadors who tell us how to take care of the shit even after the surgeries. And that's one of the reasons why she gets a lot of questions and pushbacks from the reaction communities about this shit. It's not that we necessarily don't believe that she has it. I personally believe she has lipedema. And now I think she now actually does have lymphedema. I think they damaged her legs, clearly. But she doesn't do anything about it. She doesn't treat it, right? She bitches about it, but she doesn't treat it. Anyway. Oops, wrong one.
looks like it's legs up, no hiking tonight, or maybe not even tomorrow.
Okay, legs up, but what does that mean? You're sure you're not seriously just gonna go elevate your legs and that's it? Really? There are literal treatments that you should be doing. Are you gonna do any of them? Elevated legs are I mean, sure, I'm sure they're part of it, but that's not the list.
So I just gotta see how my body reacts. Oh, and lots of liquids. I'll be drinking lots of liquids. Good morning. Wow.
Liquids and elevating your legs are not the treatments. I want my MTV. So
last night was a little rough. These are my legs right now.
ooh, look at her legs. Look at her feet. They're completely smooth.
And as you can see, even just from that line, they are really freaking swollen. So we're hopefully gonna get these down. But look at that.
How? How are we getting these down? What are we doing to get these down? What are we doing?
That's not good.
someone else pointed out that like the compression is supposed to go down over your foot to prevent that line and also to prevent your feet from swelling like that. I don't know a whole lot about compression, like medical grade compression. So somebody was just kind of pointing out that that's what that's supposed to do, so to prevent that line. And so I guess the implication was that she was not wearing her compression properly and might have contributed to her feet swelling like that. I don't know, but that was just something that I picked up on. Oh, that's what it is in the fucking back seat. It's her freaking bags. All right. Mystery solved.
I had every expectation that I was going to be doing all of this hiking for the next couple days, but when I looked at my calves and ankles and how swollen they become, literally in the last 24 hours.
Look, you can really see like her leg, her right leg. That's her right leg, right? Yeah, her right leg is bigger than her left, and it's been like that since her surgeries.
I was like, as much as I feel fine, like I don't feel sore and I don't feel exceptionally tired, I knew that they were like a warning sign of
What are you drinking back here,
like
girl?
a massive flare up and potentially a much worse situation in a couple days. So
Flare up of? We don't know.
as much as I hate this and it sucks and it does go against everything I want to do, we've kind of rerouted the road trip to our last stop to be able to give me like a little bit of a break. And yeah, I'm going to be missing 2 of the parks I intended to do on this trip, which was New River Gorge and Shenandoah. But you know what? The world will be waiting for me when I'm ready. I got this actually from Tiki the dog. I've been following him and I feel very inspired by him. I know it's a dog, I know guys, but
I had to look Tiki the dog up the first time I reacted to this, and he's some kind of rescue dog. He's cute, I guess. You find your inspiration where you find it, I guess.
I love that dog. I'm only 2 months out from surgery. I have to be kind to myself, and the world will be waiting for me when I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to do what I can and continue to push and challenge myself while also honoring and listening to my body, which is this really frustrating thing. It is very challenging, and I understand why a lot of people just stop, because it is.
Stop what? You've already had your surgeries. What are you going to stop? You done it now.
Emotionally a roller coaster when you want something so bad and
What do you want? You want to be Barbie without doing the work.
your own body just gets in the way in ways that you just don't expect. But
Your own body just gets in the way. Your body didn't do shit, girl. You did this. This is you. You didn't wake up one day and your brain was transplanted into this. Like, your body didn't go take a walk without you. You are this. This is you. I was listening to Therapy Today, and he was reacting to Amberlynn. And he was talking about Amberlynn calling her BPD my BPD. And he was talking about how he didn't necessarily like having his clients take ownership of things like their BPD because it becomes part of their identity. And so it becomes hard to change that aspect or to treat that aspect of their personality, because it then becomes a challenge. It then becomes you're challenging aspects of the individual, and you're asking the individual to change themselves, which you are, but it becomes like a personal attack on the individual as opposed to, being separate from the BPD, right? And then you're teaching them to mitigate it or live with or deal with, some external force that they have to learn to deal with, right? Anna's done that. Instead of living with her body and taking onus and ownership of her body, Anna has separated herself completely from it, and her body is just some entity that she just has to live with and cope with and, acknowledge that it exists, but it is not part of her. And I don't know I don't know what's going on up here, honestly. Several of you have mentioned in the comment sections that you have to separate yourself from your body. but you all have like reasons for it. Anna doesn't. There's nothing wrong with Anna. There's no reason for this. Other than Anna just doesn't want to take responsibility for this. This is all self. This is herself. She did this. No one did this to her, right? This is not something she was cursed with. You know, an evil witch didn't come along and wave a wand over her one day. This is Anna. Anna did this to herself. But she doesn't want to take responsibility for that. So instead of doing that, she has just completely separated herself from reality. Right? Anyway. I don't know if any of that made sense.
I made the right choice, and I'm honoring what my body needs.
Okay.
And hopefully, in time,
It's like it's her pet. Her body is her pet. Or like a prop. Or it's just anything but her.
that will mean my body will become
It's weird.
more resilient. But right now,
Like she's training it or something? My body will become more resilient. Okay, I mean, what are you taking it on an obstacle course or something?
she needs a little break.
Anyway, sorry.
Literally taking everything in me not to cancel tonight. Being in the car for like 4 days straight has pretty much like broken me down. It's broken me down. One of the hardest things about living with a chronic illness is figuring out when to push and when to rest. It's all very confusing, to be honest, and I'm still figuring it out. Honestly, if I wasn't on a road trip, I probably just would have stayed in bed. But the activity we're going to tonight is kind of like one of those once-in-a-lifetime things. We're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and I just don't think I'll ever be back here. I just don't. So even though I'm exhausted, I'm doing it. I hope I don't regret this. I'm not doing my hair because you know what? This is enough.
Please tell me you at least brushed it.
I didn't think I would be recording anything.
You
Because
didn't.
legitimately, when we were driving this morning, I did not feel good. I thought I would be resting. Plus, I had like a bunch of like work stuff I had to do that also took more energy from me. But I had second wind, and there was something I really wanted to do in Gatlinburg that is silly, and I love silly, stupid things. We are going to Pirates Voyage, which is a Pirates dinner theater, and only in Gatlinburg. Well, I think there might be a Pirates Voyage somewhere else, but I'm going to pretend like it's only here because that's what got me out of my bed to go to it. Because I figured I'm probably not going to come to Gatlinburg again, or at least not anytime soon. And I'd be disappointed if I didn't see the pirate dinner theater. So away we go. We're here at the Pirates Voyage. The best part is while we were driving
These
here,
people
we
over
were
here.
our meet and greet. I bought the super VIP package just because the seats were supposedly more comfortable. And I've been in a car for a bajillion hours. I deserve it. This is it. This is wild. It's very on brand.
On brand for what?
I don't know what I would call this, but I'm excited to see what happens. But the set looks incredible. So we are in our seats. We have like a four course. It's not four courses. It's just a standard meal that they
Somebody put the menu up for this thing. It is just like fried food, fried food, fried food, fried food. Big ass dessert.
bring you. And I mean, the theming here is incredible. We will hold all reviews until the end of the presentation.
Gatlinburg. They're diving and they're doing all kinds of crazy shit. I'm sure there was like some singing and some dancing and stuff.
Listen, I don't know yet if I pushed too hard by going, but I'm glad I went. Sometimes you just have to take the chance because the experience is worth it.
Sorry, the seal was funny.
I got home, and now I just need to get some sleep.
I cut that into two parts because it was all one TikTok, but I cut it up into two parts because it was weird the way the video was. I thought it was strange. So I cut it into two just so you could see her getting ready to go and then her at the thing, and it was just lined up better. So that one was actually one that I actually personally cut into two pieces. So I'm sorry if you guys don't like it that way, but I thought it flowed better. So I was taking some artistic license there. So there.
So I woke up
I still think that's
and I'm
funny.
still really swollen, but I decided that I wanted to see the park because I was here. So we're just gonna do short trails. And there is nothing wrong about tailoring your park experience to where your body's at that day, right? Like, it doesn't like not count if you don't do like a 6-mile hike. It still counts just as much as you show up and do a 1-mile hike or a half-a-mile hike, or if you just do the nature trail.
Who is counting what? Is there some cosmic like scorecard that I am unaware of that I apparently am way behind on because like I don't give a shit. Like am I failing in life because I am not Anna and I am out like murdering myself to prove that I am a 600-pound woman who can hike like with experts? By the way, you're not. But like, it's what scorecard are you worried about here? Like, just go fucking hike. You know, just quit being an idiot about it is really all I'm asking. Seriously. Jesus Christ, woman. You are so worried about what other people think about you hiking. It's weird.
Because getting out there,
Like, you make such a huge deal out of it, it is impossible not to comment about it. That's the problem.
and being in nature isn't about how far you walk. It's about getting out there. There's a quote in the lipedema community I love that it's called all or something. It's not about doing all or nothing. It's about doing all or something. And today is a something day, and that's okay.
Okay. How engrossed in the lipedema community are you really, though? Smoky Mountains. Where's the dog? So she makes John, because the dog's with them. So she makes John hold the dog and film her at the same time. Not that the dog is particularly active. It's not like he jumps or runs or anything like that. I mean, he's like, there are days where I'm not entirely sure the dog is alive. I'm pretty sure it's a puppet. I'm not entirely sure. That is the least active dog I've ever seen. But so these shots of her walking, John's filming her from a higher point. So John must have the dog. So she's making John film and hold the dog at the same time. John, man, you must get paid so well. And you know John took all of this film too. This is not Anna filming. You know this is John. This is B-roll from John. It has to be.
So I was feeling really terrible when we came to the park, but walking that little bit made me feel better. So we decided to do another trail. I'm very confused because this is supposedly a trail, but it's also like just a road.
See, the dog's with them. Okay, she's got these shoes on.
Today I'm finally trying out my new hiking shoes. There's absolutely no Wi-Fi, no internet connection, nothing out here. So we're just gonna take a random trail because we don't really know where we're going.
That is a terrible idea. Don't do that unless you have a compass and a map. Just letting you know. I'm gonna continue to say that shit. I'm sorry if you guys get tired of hearing it. I don't care. Yeah, where'd my compass go? I must have put it in with my bag.
We ended up doing about 2 miles, and we made it just back to the car, and it started raining. So I think that we were destined to do those 2 miles, and that's it. And I feel good about today.
She just posted this video, like, within the last week. And all of this driving happened before July the 4th. It happened before July. Because she spent 4 weeks in Skyterra. And July 4th was like, I don't know, week 2? So this driving happened in June. And she just posted this. And this is the outfit and the rain that she's talking about in this fucking clip. This is what I'm talking about with the wibbly wobbly timey wimey shit. By the way, she's like, oh my god, I'm so swollen, and blah, blah, blah. You can see how swollen she is too, by the way. This is her right leg. This is her left. Like, you can, it's like almost twice the size. It's crazy. How does this not hurt? And the reason why I'm pointing these out is This never happened before her surgery. Like, one thing that everybody always said about Anna before her surgeries was she was so proportional. Like, that was one of the reasons why Anna could pull off half the shit she pulled off as far as fashion was concerned. She was remarkably proportional. Now, she clearly had strange proportions, but she was very proportional to herself, right? Snatched waist aside. It's just, but she's not anymore. And also she has like no range of motion now. And who was pointing it out that she like almost fell over several times while doing that. She's never had great balance anyway. And I point that out every time she tries to spin around. But during that whole dancing session, I forget, I think it was Chikara was pointing out that she practically fell over twice. It's a tunnel. Are you driving through a mountain? If you're driving through the mountain, you should at least show us the name of the mountains. They name the mountains kind of fun out here. Asheville. All right. I don't know how many of you remember last year, or was it earlier this year? When did I try to go to Asheville? It was last year. My cousin's almost been married a year now. So I don't know how many of you remember last year when I tried to take the train down to Asheville. Well, I was trying to get further than Asheville, but we didn't get past Asheville because of the hurricane. And it did a number. It fucked up the South. Anyway, Asheville was one of the cities that got hit the worst. Like, the roads didn't exist anymore. Like, that was why we couldn't go any further. There were no train tracks. You can't go. There's no train tracks. The train can't go. So anyway, joking aside, Asheville got hit really fucking hard. And there's going to be a clip coming up. There's going to be another one of Anna's little artsy-fartsy videos coming up. And to be honest with you guys, when I first saw the clip, I didn't really register where Anna was at the time until a couple of you pointed out that she was in Asheville and a couple of you mentioned the hurricane. And I was like, oh yeah. So I just kind of want to like right now kind of say, I remember, and also point out that like, I don't think Anna ever knew that Asheville got hit that hard. And so I also did not know that Asheville was still recovering from that. I'm not surprised. I highly doubt you guys got the recovery funds that you needed. And B, it takes time to recover from that. It was a big fucking storm. I mean, it was a big storm. And I don't live anywhere near there. So, you know, and I think that's why maybe Anna didn't really, I'm just trying to kind of come up with why Anna was being so nonchalant about it. I don't think Anna knew. And because Anna didn't know, and since Anna doesn't do any fucking research about any of the places she goes to, like, she's very incurious considering she's desperate to be a travel style channel. And she just doesn't look into the places she goes, right? For anything. Like, not even like the basic history of an area that she's in. If she had just kind of Googled Asheville, even a Wikipedia entry would have told her that Asheville got hit with that storm last year, right? Because it's a big deal. It's a big storm. And she walked past, I think, a couple different things that says Asheville Strong, which I think is part of their recovery campaign, you know? So that would kind of, because I was like, what's Asheville Strong? And then people explained it, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, it didn't take much for people to tell me. It doesn't take much to look it up. If she had just kind of Googled Asheville because she knew she was going to be in Asheville and she was making a video while she was in Asheville, I mean, like, it's like the Lexington thing. There's a lot to do in Lexington. You know, 2 seconds would have, a literal Wikipedia entry will tell you shit, right? It sometimes surprises me how incurious, like, that's really the word here, that Anna is about the world around her, considering how much she travels and how much she wants to be seen as a travel vlogger, right? It's just very surprising to me. She's like Amber level oblivious, but she travels. It's just strange to me.
we're here in Asheville. We're taking the day to film like a little cute short form video, kind of like we did in Lexington. So there's not a ton from our time here because we're purposely kind of keeping it secret for that.
This morning, I woke up in Asheville feeling like the main character in a feel-good indie film. I didn't really have a plan, just a pair of cookies.
In a feel-good indie film in a town that got ravaged by a fucking storm from hell a year ago. Okay, cool.
Shoes and a desire to explore. So step 1, breakfast. And step 2, romanticize everything.
I mean, it's a little tone deaf once you actually realize what's happening. I get it. I get why people are mad. I really do. My only defense for her is she doesn't research shit. That's all I've got for her. I mean, it's not really a defense. It's just like an explanation. That's all I got.
Downtown Asheville is undeniably kind of magical. It's the sort of place where even walking alone...
Yeah, we're, Asheville strong. And people told, because I was like, what's AVL? That's your airport code, apparently. I was trying to figure out where the AVL came from. That's your airport code. Somebody told me.
Feels a little bit like a love letter to yourself.
That's really pretty. By the way, the mural there, that was really pretty.
Lots of things to see, people to meet, things to explore. And just when I thought my day couldn't get any more special, I came across the most magical bookstore. And honestly, they
I'm not rolling my eyes at the bookstore. The bookstore does look really cool.
had one of my favorite books, so I took a moment just to read.
To Kill a Mockingbird. You read a used copy of To Kill a Mockingbird in a bookstore. Anna, stop.
And
No one reads To Kill a Mockingbird because no one likes this book. All right? No one's like, you know what I'm going to do to unwind today? I'm going to go read a copy of To Kill the Mockingbird. Nobody liked the book when it came out. No, I'm kidding. Ask me how I feel about this book.
Absolutely loved it. So here's to wandering, to enjoying life and not
Ah, there we go. All right, never mind. I'm hallucinating about the damn dogs. I've watched this shit too much.
waiting for permission to take up space and have fun.
And I think they're French bulldogs, weren't they?
I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but today was a good day.
Not awareness.
But after this, I'm headed somewhere really cool that I can't wait to tell you guys about. I'm a little nervous to tell you guys about, but it's something that I'm personally really excited for me. So you guys can hear all about that in the next video.
I've been keeping a secret. For the past 3 weeks, I have been off social media and I secretly checked into a wellness retreat in North Carolina. Now, the goal of this visit was just to figure out where my body was, what I was capable of after all of my surgeries and all the rigmarole I've been through the past couple of years. And I wanted to do it without any pressure to perform. I wanted to just be in the moment and understand my body. And while I went in seeking strength and endurance, I actually got so much more out of the experience. And I feel like I reconnected with a part of myself that honestly I thought was lost for good. So if you're looking for a reason to escape into nature, let this be your excuse. Who knows? It might just change you too. I'm so excited because it's my first.
All right. So that is the entirety of all of the clips that I could find of her and her cross-country trip. And I just thought I'd be kind of cheeky putting the whole like confessional video of her being at Skyterra at the end. Now, I'm expecting Anna to drop some kind of Skyterra video at some point. If she does, I'll try to do something similar like this, especially if you guys enjoyed this. I know this video is particularly long, but again, like I said, I'm gonna put a link to the 30-minute clip of this without me yammering through it, so you guys can watch it at your own pace. And there you go. But I was told it needed to be transformative, and there you go. But so hopefully you guys liked this video. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. If you guys find some value in this kind of a thing, let me know. And there you go. So thank you everybody who's been watching. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Let me know what you guys thought. Overall, I pretty much said what I'm going to say. I've already reacted to all of this before, so like I've probably repeated myself at least once, and that's all I really got. So I guess for your emoji, go ahead and put there's like a little rewind or repeat arrow symbol. At least there is on mine. It's under like the symbols section where all the like colored squares and circles and dots and stuff are. Anyway, go ahead and put that down because we're rewinding everything. Go ahead and put that down in the comments section. That's all I got. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see everybody in the next video. Bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.